It's Wednesday. You know what that means. Tell them Canada Dry.
It's time to analyze and proselytize AFW Dynamite After Dark.
All right.
Hey, JFB, rev that engine.
6 years. Pop, 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 pop.
Start your engines.
Lights play, sweat and spark. Chain in the cage, dynamite after dark. It's like thunder, voices roar. Blood on the mat, this ain't no encore. Dynamite after dark. Explodes like fire, leaves a mark. Dynamite after dark. No mercy, no retreat, no sparkles heart.
Kaboom! Someone's been busy.
You know what you do, EVP Joe?
Yeah.
What's that?
You should pull out the keys. And then JMD can have keys that you're passing up and he can pull up. Oh, yeah, so you just pass it up. But you got to have it like more or less.
That's my wife's keys for work, so I'll use my keys next week.
Yeah, and then GFB will pull up keys. And you're like, all right, thanks, Joe. Let's start the thing.
And then we melt faces off.
Listen, that song was a lovely surprise there, JFB. I like it.
It is. Surprisingly enough, me and Canada Dry were having a conversation about creating songs, because even though I have licenses for certain music, apparently it doesn't matter in the hellscape called the internet because this guy pulled the copyright on our Check the Gate song.
Yeah, and that's happened to us a few times when we have music that JFB owns, and then we have to fight like hell for the right to use it. So what's the point?
So we were talking about subscriptions, and I can't tell you the amount of AI subscriptions that I have, and one of them is Suno. And yeah, so I created that song. I just typed in basically what I was looking for, and it had to have this lyric, and it had to be about this, and that's what I came up with.
Nice.
I'll tell you, AI is good, but it's also stupid. I saw someone ask AI a question: "What's bigger, 9.9 or 9.11?" And AI read it as like September 11th and September 9th, or as like 9.11 and 9.9. So they're like, yeah, 9.11 is greater. We're like, no, that's wrong.
It depends. I'll say this. It really depends on your agent. What you're using makes a huge, huge difference. And like when you're like, I use Claude for anything that I need to come up with. I use Claude AI from Anthropic. I love it. And that thing is hardly wrong. Maybe once or twice every so often. But
I use like the basic Copilot, and it's awesome.
yeah, see, you can't use them because it rips a bias because of who it's attached to. It's attached to Microsoft. So, yeah.
Gemini, I found, is really good for creating art.
Gemini's pretty decent. I'll say this.
Gemini's good, but it's limited.
Yeah, the videos that so like the Check the Gate video that I made, the opening to the All F and Wrestling show, that's all AI, and that's all through Google's VEO 3, which is part of their Flow package. And I'm telling you, man, I may have to reprompt it maybe once, never more than twice, which is horribly better than everybody else.
Well, what I like about this is we're like talking about AI here, but what I like about Gemini is, say I have a picture of JFB.
Yeah.
And it'll stay on you, and I can keep working on the picture. Now add a lollipop sticking out of his mouth. And they'll let you keep messing with the same picture and the same conversation.
I would like a lollipop. All right. Anyways, I am the military. I'm the general of the military wing of the Salvation Army. I am the cornerstone. I am the JFB. Woo!
I didn't even know you were religious, JFB.
Huh?
I didn't even know you were religious.
No, I got to rephrase that. I may have to change it and go to something different. I have a very wicked sense of humor. One time I went on a blind date, and to test them, I always act kind of a little bit kooky because I am a little bit kooky. And sure enough, I asked this girl asked me what I did for a living. I said, "Oh, well, during the day, I'm a 5-star general for the militant version of the Salvation Army." And she got up and walked out. And I said, "You know what? It's not for me."
You can't
I
take a
knew,
joke if you don't know what's real. You
yeah.
dodged a bullet, JFB.
So how I knew Jess was my forever was we were on our very first date, and she's like, "Well, what kind of hobbies do you have?" And we were talking about hobbies, and I was like, "Oh, I do cross stitching and blah blah blah." But I just started a new one just recently, and she's drinking a beer, and I'm leaning a little bit this way because I know there's a spit take that's probably going to happen, and I don't want to get the full blow of the spit take. And I said, "Oh, by the way, I'm becoming a practitioner of the dark custodial arts." And she spit taked, still got me. And she snorted laughing, and that's when I knew that was my soulmate right there. Was that very day, like that's when I fell in love with her, and
Nice.
so yeah. So, anyways, let's talk to this guy over here or that way.
This guy over here.
Yeah,
I am the patron saint of professional wrestling. I'm that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm the guy who's bringing the Vancouver Grizzlies back to Vancouver. I'm Canada F and dry, damn it. And I have an idea that I want to run by you at the end of the show, JFB.
okay,
So don't take off right away because we have a discussion.
gotcha.
This guy right down here. Now, a lot of people are saying this. Like the president of Poland has said it. The vice president of Nigeria has said it.
Oh man,
The secretary of state of New Zealand has said it.
whoa, Kiwis, eh?
They've said that he's better than your boyfriend.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's true. I am
World
better.
renowned.
I am better than your boyfriend. I am the Lord of the Manor. I am Lord Ryan Rich, celebrating 6 years of Dynamite tonight with our anniversary show. And I'm going to
Oh yeah.
boogie it on my way to my teddy bear, EVP.
Good evening, everybody. It's me. It's me. It's the EVP here on a beautiful Wednesday night after dark, ready to talk wrestling with 3 of my best friends in the entire world. How
That's
we
right.
doing, gentlemen?
I'm doing good.
Yeah,
What are you
James.
doing over there, Lord Ryan Rich? Are you doing the song?
The dance, man. He's got to do the dance.
Now, how do these? How Rich? Can I ask you a question? How do these lords of state, if you will, know about you being better than the boyfriends?
I can answer this. Please let me.
Okay.
Lord Ryan Rich has traveled far and wide, and the ladies just spread the message of the Lord Ryan Rich. It's that simple.
Like how? I know you're a married man, Lord Ryan Rich. So, what does your wife think about this?
Well, Lord Ryan Rich wasn't always married.
Oh,
And
That's true.
he's in his mid 40s. So let's just say that I'm a well traveled man.
But like you didn't answer the question. What does your wife feel about like all these women that swoo you?
Spreading
Uh,
the
she
message.
looks at them with mockery and disdain, saying, "Ha, you stupid floozies, he's mine."
I was like, that's the key. Lord Ryan Rich comes home every night, and that's all that matters.
Lord Ryan Rich does not go out with gutter trash.
You know, like
Period.
if anything, your wife, she should see it as a compliment.
Absolutely.
Like she has one of the elite guys.
Can I tell you a story? It'd be a quick one. When my wife and I first started dating, and this is something I'll never let her live down. I told her that I was ranked number 1 in the state of Illinois in kissing, and she believed me. That's the kind of game Lord Ryan Rich has, folks.
Gosh darn it, the heck.
And it wouldn't be Dynamite After Dark
Yeah. Cat.
without Brute Cat.
Fruit cat.
He's a little miffed.
You don't have the
he
treat.
wants to go outside. We're a lot of treats. He's
Oh,
a little miffed.
he's not living his best life at the moment, is what you're saying.
Well, I also, after I made him come inside, I put the hoodie on him, so
Oh,
it was a bad timing for the hoodie. We wasn't in a good mood to begin with. And
I'm gonna say this. I presume that you are not following the riders that are in his said contract. That treats need to be aplenty at a moment's notice.
yes, we have treats, just not the ones he likes.
Oh well.
So I have to get them. They're in his
He
contract.
said he didn't want any brown M&Ms Canada Dry,
Yeah,
and there's
yeah.
a brown M&M.
Hashtag
Just the
bag,
green
bag,
one.
bag.
That's true.
All right, guys.
Don't give me just purple Skittles. I'm leaving.
I'm gonna share a story. This stays between the four of us. No, just kidding.
and nobody's gonna
No
know.
one else knows.
Everybody else, shut
Um,
your ears.
Yes, just
Earmuffs.
so
Earmuffs.
we trust you.
I
Honor system.
I worked on a film set. It was probably my 4th or 5th year. I was a PA at that point. It was a pretty big set, and we had a talent that came in for about 3 days. This person is from the soap opera world, so
Susan Lucci.
being dramatic kind of comes with the territory. Usually, what you're seeing in those actors is their best self. I hate to say it. Majority of soap opera actors that I have worked with are very over the top. And this person was the king or queen of said top of the mountain.
We're not saying their name.
No, will not say their name. When they die, we'll come on and we'll talk about this person.
Susan Lucci.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Just don't let it be Marlena from Days of Our Lives.
No. So what happened is that you had to have a 1 pound bag of Tootsie Rolls in the wrapper.
The
Okay?
midgets.
Yeah, the little tiny ones. Yeah. Then it had to be a
You
specific.
like to be called little people, Joe.
Specific bottle of water at a specific temperature, and then a couple other weird things too. Now, we're shooting in a pretty remote area of a state. When I say remote, I mean
So this isn't the soap opera. This is another project.
this is an indie film that I'm working on. When I say remote, I mean one traffic light in the entire town,
Yeah.
and everything closes at 6.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, our initial travel to get said boxes of Tootsie Rolls was a 8-hour drive,
Wow.
and then another 3 hours the other way to get the water, then to
This
come
is an
back.
expensive job to get this stuff.
We did not expect this to happen. One of the producers, the producer who landed her or him for this movie, this person, was banking that, oh, we're gonna be in a small town, but I'm sure there's a Walmart not far away or a Dollar General. There are, but not everybody carries the 1 pound bag, especially not during Halloween. So it's an odd get. And now you have to pay a PA mileage on top of what they're making hourly, and then you have to pay them wear and tear, which is a entire hour calculating back in that day, because it has to do with like the car, the condition, the what the Kelly Blue Book, blah 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 blah. It's ridiculous. Anyways, hey, happy anniversary, AEW! It's your 6th, and we're in
All right.
Hollywood.
So before
Yeah.
we get to the match, get to
Yes.
our first match,
Yeah.
or we got a big show. This like a ginormous show, the biggest show in AFW Network's existence.
Yes. Absolutely.
We have Brian Cage this Saturday on the All F and Wrestling Show.
Yeah.
10 p.m. 10 a.m. Don't tell me 10 p.m. 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Brian Cage will be with me and JFB. And EVP Joe, he'll be calling in to ask a question as well.
Yep.
But yeah, this is big for us.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yep.
Yeah.
Huge.
Spread
It's
the
gonna be
word
giant.
far and wide.
Yes, everyone, get on there. Make sure that you are sharing the crap out of this. We want
Yes.
this to be the most ever viewed show that AFW has ever seen. I'm
I'll tell
talking
you right
about we
now.
want to see views in the thousands, guys,
Yeah.
and we know
I
you
am
out there in the
already-
AFW Galaxy can do it.
I'm already swole because of this. Look at this.
You
Oh,
see
oh.
that, Tiffany? Look at these arms.
Look at these arms. My God.
These aren't no cheese biscuit bread arms.
Yeah. Hell no. It's
But I will
clean
tell you
living,
this.
baby.
I
Wanna
will
know the
tell you
secret of
this.
my success? Clean living. Except for the vitamins I take and the Coke that I drink. Everything else, well, I mean,
But I will tell you this, guys.
yeah.
Brian Cage has been on other podcasts. This will be his first awesome. We're gonna put on the best show, the best Cage podcast there ever was.
Yep. Hell yeah. I'm stoked. You need to share it to everybody. Share it to your mom and dad. Share it to your brothers and sisters, your best friends, your sorority brothers, your fraternity brothers, your sorority sisters. Hey, that guy that keeps bugging you to buy him a coffee and then tell him about it because he's probably got a phone. Anyways, all I'm saying is Brian Cage on the show. Speaking of Brian Cage, let's talk about AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite 6th anniversary. Kind of weird. It's coming
But you know
from
what? Before you start with that, I'm gonna ask Brian Cage what is his current feelings about the Don Callis family, because there's some stuff going down.
It's
Yeah,
just,
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Slow your roll. We're gonna get there.
But I thought it kind of still connects to Cage because
All right,
you
I
didn't
think
ask
it
him that
goes.
question.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But slow your roll. Take it up. Just take it down about 2 notches.
I can break down one.
Okay, go to 1,
Okay.
and then here we go. We're in Hollywood, Florida, which is kind of weird. You would think the 6th anniversary would be from Jacksonville. I think it's because Jacksonville has a home game, and maybe that's the reason why they're going from I don't know because I don't follow the Jaguars. I don't give a rat's ass about them. I'm a Patriots fan, so I wish I could say I'm a Titans fan, but let's just face it. No, not this team. That's for damn sure. All right, we start with the Bucks. Apparently, Brandon Cutler's back behind the camera because it kept saying Brandon. And I
Yeah,
don't know any other Brandon.
it is Brandon Cutler. If you've been watching BTE, it's
He
explained how
he,
he's
he,
back.
he took it, did it for the money.
Yeah, he basically got double the money he did before, and he couldn't say no to the money.
Joe, when I'm not watching wrestling or editing. Oh, by the way, one of my commercials appeared on HBO Max.
Nice.
Hey,
Yeah,
What's the commercial?
the mushroom tea or the mushroom coffee.
Okay.
the Rise mushroom coffee.
Yeah,
That's you.
that's me and two other editors. Yeah,
Oh, sick.
Well, congratulations, sir.
thank you. I see
This
it. I see.
episode of AFW Dynamite After Dark is brought to you by Rise Perfume Coffee Tea, whatever the hell it is.
And,
It's,
and
it's coffee.
hey, look,
it's mushroom
it's
coffee
fruit
made
puppy.
from mushrooms.
It's fruit puppy.
Hey, fruit
Oh,
puppy.
Fruit puppy loves bananas.
Oh, and
the
fruit boy.
dog.
Fruit boy. Fruit puppy.
The fruit puppy and fruit cat was on. Yeah,
And fruit cats. We got all the fruit stars.
yeah.
We got fruit.
I feel like we're playing Fruit Ninja over here.
Oh yeah, love that game. Damn, I love that game. All right, so we're in Hollywood, Florida. So we start with the Bucks color. They're hyping up the show. They're talking about some really interesting entrance, pyro, flames, concussions, blah, 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 blah. Yeah. If you've ever been to Hollywood, Florida, and you've been to that auditorium, you ain't going to concuss nothing, brother. One concussion, boom, and that place is coming down like a sack of potatoes.
Well, lucky for them.
I've been to a show there and feared for my life that I thought that it was going to fall down.
I'm not spoiling anything, but Orange Cassidy's intro pyro almost burned the place down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We'll get there too. Slowly roll. We'll get there. All right. So we get a casino montage because, someone's got a gambling problem. And next
Yes,
thing you know, here comes the payoff. There's no money for the entrance.
The bag is empty.
The bag is gone.
Half a
Everything is
milli goes so quick.
not even dust in there because you can use dust as currency in Vegas, okay? They'll take anything
Man,
to put you in debt further.
Nick took the bag, turned it upside down, and butterflies came out.
Yeah.
Moths.
No. He lost the butterflies too.
Oh, he gambled them.
He traded the butterflies for the tumbleweed that was in there.
I watched a guy in Vegas at a pretty huge casino take his belt to the pit boss and said, "How much can you give me for this?" And the pit boss looked at it and said, give me about 30 minutes. Comes back and goes, "I'll give you $2,000. He goes, "That belt's worth $20,000. He goes, "I'll give you $4,000 or whatever." He initially said, and the guy goes, "Oh shit. All right, go ahead." They'll take anything. You got a small child, you better hope and pray that someone's there to rescue you and not call CPS. We go into the ring because the Bucks are already in the ring. They're known as the Broke Bucks.
Love
It's
it.
them. Josh Alexander from the Don Callis family is taking on Brodito
No,
and Omega. Boom. I'm going to kick it off to Canada Dry. Canada Dry, you go first.
I loved everything about the start of this show. I love Brodito, what they're becoming and all that stuff. It's pretty exciting to see Kenny Omega back, and I love the moment at the end where you think that they tease the reunion.
Yep.
and then you get Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus come out,
Yep.
and then you think it's all over.
Yeah.
The lights go off, and Andrade comes out.
Yep.
Who is jacked. And he got a bigger pop tonight than he did his whole time in WWE this last run.
Yeah. Because maybe, just maybe, someone's going to use him like he was used in AAA and CMLL.
Well, he's already getting pretty much a promise program with Kenny Omega. So
Yes. We'll get to that.
Lord Ryan, this is a Halos Up.
Yep. Lord Ryan Rich.
Yeah, I thought it was a fun first match. Broke Bucks is hilarious. Like, they just keep going this back and forth on the down on their luck Bucks, and I find it to be pretty funny. I'm gonna have a hot take here. I'm kind of done watching Kenny Omega wrestle.
Can I go? I want to piggyback off of you.
Go ahead.
Kenny Omega looks tired. He's not in shape. I don't think he can ever get in shape. Because when you deal with diverticulitis, you got to go right through there.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
my father almost died at the age of 15 from diverticulitis.
Yeah.
He was in the hospital for 6 weeks.
Do you know when we were watching that little thing there at the end, I thought you were going to hear something like, I'm retiring or something.
Yeah, I thought he was too. And to be honest with you, I agree with Lord Ryan Rich. I honestly think it is time for Kenny Omega to retire. I think he needs to lose to Jack Perry, I guess, and
Honestly,
retire.
I think that Kenny Omega, as the last remaining EVP, should end his in-ring career and be the leadership figure, or at least leadership figurehead for AEW. He should be the EVP coming out making matches. He could be the new Teddy Long. You're facing the Undertaker. Like, that would be awesome. Like, that would be great. But he has put, God bless this man. God bless this man with every ounce of blessings that he can have. This man has sacrificed his body for us. And I truly believe that without him and part of his run as a cleaner, I don't think that AEW would be what it is today. I am grateful to Kenny Omega, and I knew nothing about this man before 6 years ago when I watched the first ever episode of Dynamite that brought me back to wrestling for the first time since 2001. I appreciate Kenny Omega, but I think this man needs to let his body dictate what he does from now on. And if he's gonna wrestle, it doesn't need to be full time. It just doesn't. Like, I just want to see him enjoy the rest of his life. That's it. I'll give the match a Halos Up though.
He should honestly be the Tanahashi of AEW. He needs to be AEW's ace. They got the same hair. They got pretty much the same build at this point. They both know Japanese really well.
Kenny Omega's got to learn how to do the sling blade.
All right, Joe.
Get to Joe.
Okay. The match was awesome. I loved it. It was fun. But I want to talk about the end and just how many layers upon layers of stories we have going on just from this one segment. We have the Bucks teasing the eventual face turn because they're conflicted about Kenny getting beaten up. But then out comes Jack Perry and Luchasaurus, who are clearly the baby faces here because they're being treated as such, going up against the heels that they see as the Bucks. But then we have Kenny Omega, who's also a babyface, and is getting in the face of Jack Perry, who he sees as the villain. Like, it's just this. And it's so intriguing because there's so many different ways that they can go with this. And I really look forward to it. Because
I'm
you know
hoping for a triple
House
threat tag match is what I'm hoping for.
What was that?
A triple threat tag match: Bucks, Jurassic Express, and maybe Omega and Ibushi.
Maybe. Who knows? And then, after all of this, we get Andrade, who shakes hands with Don Callis. Never thought I'd see that in a million years.
But also, it suits him because Don Callis can talk.
Oh yeah, it does. It works. I told you this, and I said it before. Hopefully, Andrade has a new attitude to go with this brand new physique that he has, because the man is jacked and stacked. He looks.
Well, ever since him and Charlotte broke up, he's been in the gym getting gains, bro. So what I'm really hoping for, though, is a conflict between LFI and the Don Callis family.
I think
That's kind of what I'm hoping for.
I mean, LFI is going to need a lot more members, but
Sure. But I mean, you could keep it to like the Mexican set of the Don Callis family, because you could do a 6-man tag now because you've got Hechicero, Clone, and Andrade. And you could do that against the other 3.
All right, we're going to have to move on to the next thing. We've spent enough time on this first match.
All right. I just want to give my quick thought, and that is this. The wrong team won. I feel like you're setting up the Bucks to go get a championship run. You need to put the Bucks over.
I think after they became the broke Bucks, I think it was fitting for them to.
I get it. I just think honestly the wrong team won.
I disagree because this is the first match I remember Kenny Omega winning in I don't even know how long.
And Kenny Omega's making his return. All right, next match. Next
match. All right, go to a 6-year hype video really quickly. Then we go to
which really quickly. They had Cody Rhodes and CM Punk in that thing.
Yeah. Yes, they did.
And Jade Cargill.
That's because the likelihood is they got permission for it.
That's they own the footage.
They own the footage. They don't get permission.
They don't need permission. It's just that Tony Khan isn't like Triple H and Vince, where they don't don't act like wrestling only exists within a bubble of which is WWE.
I guarantee you, while they may own the footage, they don't own the likenesses. WWE is pretty careful about what they copyright. They copyright everything.
Like if WWE can put out a video about Owen Hart, Golden Heart or whatever it was, then I think AEW can replay some of their backstories. Well, not even mention.
I mean, I deal with this stuff on a daily basis. I guarantee you, they reached out and got permission. Or at least they reached out and told them they were going to do it, whether you give us permission or not. So, anyways, all right. Let's go to Mark Briscoe. Goes through his reflections. Does anybody have anything to add about Briscoe?
Nope. Good.
Nope.
Let's speed on by it.
All right, Briscoe gone. Let's go to our second match of the night. It is Orange Cassidy. It is Kyle Fletcher. By the way, the media error that you get on, I know what they use to edit their shows and their packages and their YouTube shorts and all that other stuff. They use Premiere Pro. That is the exact error message you get when your media goes missing or is not found on Premiere Pro.
Yeah, I was like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, it's Premiere Pro's error message.
It's meant to be because OC came out and he tweeted out, he's like, oh, I sent production the wrong file. It's part of what it is.
Oh, okay. It was meant to be that way. Because then it like magically turned into his thing.
Oh, you can get a still of it. Yeah, I have a still of it. I've used it before. I put it on a timeline just to.
But I think it was not everyone's gonna know that insider joke.
No,
I think it was a bit of a reach.
Yeah, that's deep cut bullshit.
Yeah,
for sure. So, all right, let's kick it to Canada Dry.
Yeah, I like this. Fletcher and Orange Cassidy tore it up. Good to see Orange Cassidy back.
Yeah.
But then they still manage to debut El Clone. Is that called El Clone?
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, that's what Don Callis calls him. He's actually just called Clone. Don Callis is the one who calls him El Clone.
I think he is El Clone, but anyways, he comes. He originally comes out as hologram and costs Orange Cassidy the match, and he's much cooler looking than hologram, if you ask me. Like the all black, the tattoos, like. I think I like El Clone more than I like hologram. I'm giving this a halos up. I need to get on the stage with the NWO. I mean, the Don Callis family. That was pretty cool.
I mean, can we actually talk about? Well, go ahead. Let's go to Rich.
So it is no secret that the whole reason that Lord Ryan Rich is sitting here with you tonight discussing wrestling is because of one man. And that man is Orange Cassidy. I am so happy to have my favorite wrestler back. And let me tell you, it does not look like this man has skipped a beat. He is one of the best workers in all of AEW. His selling, everything is crisp. He doesn't look like he has an ounce of ring rust on him. And I like the ending here because even though he doesn't win the TNT title, it still keeps him strong as someone who's just coming back. Because this was his first singles match, and normally you win your first singles match when you come back. So I like the fact that they protected him in that way. And it was a hell of a match. These two guys, I could watch them work together another 10 times and it probably wouldn't be enough. It's just one of those good pairings that we've been waiting to see since he's been on the shelf. And now that he's back, man, there's so many good, there's so much fun competition that could be ahead for OC. And I'm just excited. And I'm really anxious to see what TK has in store for him.
There you go. Joe.
Halo, go. Yeah, I absolutely love this match. Like, this is, if you're not going to do this, like, unless you're going to have some overarching story of just trying to make him the greatest TNT champion ever, this is what you need to do with Kyle Fletcher. Put the best wrestlers in the ring with him. Let him just build win after win after win. Just make him seem as this unstoppable force. And he can do it. Like, he really didn't even need that much interference until the end, which was for a reason. But, like, he looks great. He looks strong. I do like what Cade said, our good friend Bad Take Cade. He's like,
he doesn't like to get called that.
Yeah, I know he doesn't. That's why I said it. But this is actually a good take by him. He's like, and everyone's saying it, Kyle Fletcher needs a pink strap on this TNT title just to complete the look.
Oh,
yeah, I agree with that.
And then my final point is, I'm so glad that Tony Khan did not shelve Clone and just have him not do anything until Hologram comes back.
Yeah.
Because that would have sucked for the guy who's playing Clone. I forget his name at the moment. And clearly, this was the plan all along. They just took out Hologram and just put in Orange Cassidy and still did the same thing. And it still works because these two guys, they're in the same faction. They're friends. And it all works.
El Clone.
Yes.
I mean, I love the match. The match was fantastic. I think the whole Clone story, I think debuting Clone is stupid. If you're coming across at a point where the person you're putting him against is injured, just pull the plug. Have him wrestle in Ring of Honor for a while. Nobody watches it. Nobody wants to pay for it. Put him in Ring of Honor. Let him get juiced up there until Hologram comes back.
No, that's WWE thinking, JFB.
No, it's not. It's realistic thinking. He has
but I remind you, JFB, that we have a gentleman's agreement.
I know we do.
We have a gentleman's agreement.
I will, and I will bite my tongue.
Yeah, just making sure. Just making sure.
Okay. So, anyways, let's go to our. We got Renee in the back with Mercedes Monet. She's going to be doing an open challenge on Collision or next week.
Next week on Dynamite.
All
Title
right.
Tuesday.
Title Tuesday.
Now here's my question. She
Yeah.
said, "I want to face someone from Florida," and I, for the life of me, can't think of anyone prominent that's a free agent from
Brett Baker.
Florida.
Brett Baker is living in Florida.
Oh God!
Lives in
Well,
Jacksonville.
she said from Florida, local from the area, and I did Google it, and the only two people it said was Diamante and someone else, both of whom were not currently with AEW.
You know who lives in Florida?
A lot of people.
Natalia Markova.
Yeah, but she's under contract
She's
to
under contract.
NWA. So
Bruh, if she's going to be on Dynamite and she doesn't give us the heads up, I'm going to be mad for at least 4 seconds.
Okay. I'll double that to 19
I can beat that in like 2 seconds. I'd be angry for 1
That's all
second.
I can stay mad at the lady, okay? I love her to death, so 4 seconds is my max.
All right. Yeah. So then they mentioned the tag belts, and then Mercedes was saying, "Hey, who do I think is good enough to be with me to be my tag partner?" Harley Cameron comes in with the
With the
puppet.
puppet!
they better start selling this puppet. Like they'd be
Your
full.
I'd buy that puppet.
your odd couple to win this tournament is right there.
Is that going to be her
I
tag
can
belt?
see them doing it. They're really pushing this 10 belts Monet thing.
Yeah,
I
I'm
would
not lying.
not be surprised at all
I'm not
if
telling
they
you
win
lies.
this tag tournament.
Oh, and I'm telling you right now, if Harley Cameron comes away with a women's tag title, it's going to be the most celebrated thing in all of history because she's so over.
Monet is going to try and hold them both. It's like Cameron has
You
to
know
face
she
her,
is.
right?
That was the greatest comment I think we've ever
I
had.
know, right? I've been looking at it for minutes, Jade.
Oh, the Subway one?
Yes.
Yeah, Dawson.
Let me tell you this. I had a craving for a Subway sandwich the other day. This tasted like a gas station sandwich with extra toppings. It was so bad.
Sir, that's because you're going to Canadian Subway because I had American Subway today and it was fantastic. It was so freaking good.
Well, yeah, maybe American Subway is good. Or maybe just it depends on the franchise owner.
I wish I could say that.
I'm going to tell you right now.
Every Subway around my way is closed down.
My Subway in my town is fantastic with the softest bread around. Meatball marinara.
What about you, JFB? What's your Subway like around you?
Oh no, I would never eat Subway. No, I
They're
know
going
too
downhill,
much.
right?
I know too much.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I know too much.
Insider info on the Subway sandwiches.
Hey,
There
listen,
ain't
Lord
shit
Ryan
that's
Rich was in fast food management for almost 2 decades. I know how the sausage is made everywhere you go. And if you let that affect you, you won't eat anything in this country.
There is nothing real in any of that stuff. I'm telling you, straight out.
No,
There's
it's
nothing
real.
real.
It's just the parts you don't want.
No, it's not real.
That is 100% real Parmesan cheese.
AI
It
sandwiches, I
is
tell you.
not. It is Parmesan cheese with pectin in it. Pectin
Getting
is
back
not
on
good.
track to
All right,
real
So
quick,
let's go
getting back
to-
Dawson's comment. Someone called Andrade the modern day Jeff Jarrett. Just
Oh!
companies.
Who said this?
I saw that it's a random comment on Facebook. I saw.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I kind of see it.
He jumped back and forth between WWE and WCW like it was nothing.
Oh yeah. All right, let's go to our third match. Mox, Claudio Garcia versus Hangman Page. Samoa Joe and Hobbs. We get the indication. Jamie Hayter called for blood and guts. We're getting female women's blood and guts. I'm very excited about it.
So here's my question: do you think it's just the women's, or do you think they'll do both on this night?
Nope, I think it's just going to be the women's. I think Tony Khan is not going to shy away from it. He's going to just go full gore.
We've been
and just
asking
let
for
them.
it for 4 years now, guys.
Yeah, it's just going to be the women. Guys, take a break. Take a back seat. Fight like a girl, you
Plus,
bitches.
the men don't really have any feud going on. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. Canada Dry, third match of the night.
Which one are we talking about?
Mox, the Death Riders, and Hangman versus and the Ops.
Are we talking about the schmoz afterwards as
We're
well?
talking about everything.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're all
I
up.
enjoyed this. I thought it was good. But the the Samoa Joe Hangman thing was threw me for a loop at the end there because I didn't see that coming.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I like how they did this. I like it because it's true. Hangman Page has never beat Samoa Joe, and perfect way to fix this: have them fight it out at not World's End, at Wrestle Dream. What do you think, Lord Reinrich? Handles up.
um, the match was fine. I enjoyed it. It was pretty much a standard 6-man match when it comes to that. Obviously the more interesting thing is the Joe and Hangman development at the end. I like that they're doing this. It was definitely unexpected. It's good to get Hangman a good, strong competitor like Joe, who is a former world champion, former TNT champion, former ROH TV champion. So,
Current
like,
trios champion.
yeah, current trios champion. So you have a lot of pedigree there, and the only issue that I have, I like the fact that where Joe didn't like that Hangman took the tag. I like that, but for that to boil over and for him to say you never beat me, like that seemed a little premature just for one instance. And then like he handed him his belt. He did slam it against his chest a little bit, but you could say, "Hey, that's adrenaline. We just won." Blah blah blah. So I like the overall story. I just wish that maybe they would have gave it another week to breathe.
Oh,
Like,
so they cool it down here and then make it explode again next week.
yes, exactly, because you give the tease with Joe getting mad about the tag, and then next week you have another scenario come out to where there's another questionable thing, and then that sets your match because that gives you 2 weeks to build up for Wrestle Dream for that match. So I think they pulled the hair just a smidge early on it. They pulled the trigger just a smidge early, but overall everything else is fun. Halo's up.
EVP Joe.
Yeah, this is another solid match. I said it was nothing special to write home about. Once again, obviously the most important thing is the post match shenanigans, which
Yeah.
definitely came out of nowhere. But you know what? That's fine. You don't always need a 6-month build to a title match. Sometimes it's just, oh shit, two guys have a dispute. Let's go fight.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Handles up.
Halo's up.
Amazing match. Absolutely amazing match. Shenanigans at the end were absolutely perfect. I love Joe.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Samoa Joe fan, have been for years. I've met him multiple times at multiple events. The guy is just a class act. But that man and the intensity that he brings when he's in that ring makes you think it's legit.
Yeah. He makes me believe.
Yeah, you buy into the fact that he really wants to rip off and cowboy shit down Hangman Page's neck. That's all I'm going to say. All right, we go to Willow with Jet
Now,
Speed.
before you do that,
Yes,
we're going to talk about the flower shop really quickly.
go for it.
Ooh.
So in the flower shop tonight,
Yes.
we all know we got Brian Cage on the show on Saturday. Now, for the flower shop, you're going to tell me someone around Brian Cage's caliber that you think we should bring on the show.
Oh.
Not only that, but you're going to tell me the personality of the night along with your favorite segment.
What do you mean?
Personality.
Yep, the personality that stuck out to you tonight on the show.
Oh, like on the show?
Yeah.
So we're doing match, segment, and personality.
And who
Star
you think we
rating.
could bring to the podcast.
Okay.
In the same caliber. Don't be shooting for the moon here.
Okay. Let's go. So we got Willow and Jess Speed with FTR. I don't want to spend a lot of time with it. We know they're going against each other. They're going to eventually end at Wrestle Dream in the trios tag tornado match or whatever. All right. Let's go to Renee. She is with Hangman Page. We find out that he decides if you want, the offer stands. You can wrestle for this at Wrestle Dream if you want it. Anybody want to add anything?
No, it's to the
Nope.
point. Simple.
All right. Fourth match: Tony Storm versus Tay Mello. So we find out that Dynamite is on Tuesday. So Dynamite After Dark will be on Tuesday night, not Wednesday night. Little detour. Right off the
Make sure you
off-ramp.
hit that
All
bell
right.
so you get the notifications.
Yeah, hit the bell, click like, subscribe, and hit the bell, and it'll tell you exactly when we're on.
If
All
you
right.
don't, I'll find you.
Yeah. So we get
Every 20 episodes you like, EVP Joe will send you a free Subway sandwich.
Yeah, there you go. All right. So, anyways, so Tony Storm versus Tay Mello. I kind of wonder why this match even happened. To be honest with you, it didn't need to happen. This could have just been the promo that she cut at the end of the match. Unless you're going for an injury angle, then Tay Mello is a person right up your alley. Oh, God. Anyways, I don't want to talk about the match. I want to talk about Tony Storm cutting the promo, challenging Chris Statlander any place, anytime, anywhere. Canada Dry, you go first.
I kind of wonder if Tony Storm might turn heel. She was a little different.
Yes.
Like she dominated Tay Mello.
Yeah.
Or is this? I really don't want her to get the belt back. Come on, like we don't need, unless maybe like she's a heel with the Death Riders. I don't know.
Not right away, at least. No.
Like we couldn't get you, so we replaced you with Tony Storm. I don't know. Just something I'm trying to figure out. But it's interesting that it would cement Statlander's reign to beat Tony Storm
Twice in a row.
Yeah.
All right.
So I don't know. What do you think, Lord Ryan Rich?
So it would be remiss for me not to mention how similar this is to when Hangman just won the belt against Mox and he had to face him again in a different type of match. The match itself was fine. Ty Mello, I think her and Anna Jay are going to be contenders for the tag belts for the women. I think that's why she's featured here, just to get her on TV a little bit more, get the exposure. Like I've said ever since I've been on this podcast, it's not always about winning and losing or anything else. It's about being on TV. If you're on TV, that means you're getting the push. Whether it's by wins or by losses or whatever else, you're getting the time. So to me, that says something. That means
Can I
something.
comment on that really quickly?
Yeah.
You have these guys from indie promotions that when they get on a Raw or a Dynamite or a SmackDown or even an Impact, it's a big moment for them. Like we're just looking at them as jobbers and squash, but this is huge for them. Like people they don't really realize this. This is their big moment. Some women sleep with managers of promotions just to get a match on a big show.
Yeah.
This didn't need to be a match.
Well, and I get that. To go to Canada Dry's point, um, is it going to be Tony that turns heel, or is it going to be Stat? Because I'm still not convinced that Stat is going to be the ultimate babyface champion. Because you just had that, like, you just had 7 months of a babyface champion. So I'm kind of interested to see where this is going to go. And I also think it's interesting for Tony in her promo to talk about she needs to know if Stat can beat her one-on-one. Well, Stat is the one who pinned you, the champ, in the four-way match. So to me, wrestling psychology wise, that doesn't really make sense. But that's the only thing about this that I disliked. Was her saying that. I think there should have been a different way to go about it. But I'll give everything in total a Halo's up.
Me as well.
Joe.
Me as well.
First off, in the match, while I do agree with you, Lord Ryan Rich, it's about being on TV. But then it's what you do with that time on TV that matters to me. And Ty Mello just ain't it. I don't find her fun to watch. I don't find her entertaining. She's as dull as a freaking box of crayons. And then the promo, I don't mind her calling out for the one-on-one. Because, like, in a psychology way, it was a four-way, so she had other people she had to worry about. Now in a one-on-one, I'm just saying, from a psychology point, you don't have to worry about the other people. I get that. But also because we're talking about Toni Storm here, who has although she was a face, she has a massive ego. It's who she was. She was the Hollywood starlet. Like, she was the center of everything. She sent Mariah May packing to another company and never coming back, Like,
She probably wants to be back.
we'll see.
Oh.
But yeah.
No.
She's going to be the female Andrade.
But yeah, I do agree. I think Stat or whoever beat Toni Storm should be a heel. We had literally 7 to 10 months of a babyface dominating this division. You gotta freshen it up somehow.
And even before, I mean, Mariah May had her reign or whatever, and before that, it was Toni Storm, the same character.
Yeah.
Like, so for the past year and a half, outside of a few months, it's been all babyface Toni Storm.
And that Mariah May reign wasn't good outside of Toni Storm.
Yep. All right. Let's go to Renee. She's with Joe and Hobbs. Joe cuts an amazing promo. That's all there is to say about it. It was an amazing promo.
I just want to say I like it that he pointed out. He goes, you know what? Maybe I've been too focused on the Death Riders and I forgot who I am.
Yep.
I love that line. Like, that really cemented it for me. I'll leave it at that.
Yep. We get the Gates of Agony of the Demand versus Blake Christensen and Lee Johnson.
I love it.
Swirl.
I love that name so much.
What?
Swirl. Because that's what we call chocolate and vanilla ice cream here around where I'm. It's swirl cone.
It's a swirl cone.
Yeah. I just love it.
So we got Ricochet, then the Hurt Syndicate comes out. I mean, I'm just going to be brutally honest with you. This lasted longer than it should have. This should not have been as long of a match as it was. It should have been a squish match. You could have had the shenanigans played out. Period. Canada Dry, you go first.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it was just a tip of the hat for, like, I think Tony Khan, he doesn't want to squish people all the time. He wants to let them wrestle a little bit. So I understand that. That's just how Tony books. So it was the same sort of thing with Tay Mello. Let's get her a little bit of time. Let's get the swirl a little bit of time. I'm excited for this. Like, was it a brawl or was it a backstreet brawl that they're going to do?
Basically a
Street fight.
Street fight.
I'm excited for that. That's going to be cool.
Yeah.
It seems every pay-per-view we get a match like this.
Yeah. Oh, it's for the pay-per-views or next week?
No, it's next week at Daily
Oh,
Spot.
it's next week
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Title Tuesday.
Yep.
on free TV.
Yeah.
Which
This
makes
is gonna
me
be epic. I
which
didn't know.
makes me
Wow.
think they've been talking a lot about adding members to the Hurt Syndicate.
That's what I
Maybe-
thought they were gonna do. Why don't you go ahead, Joe? You go second since
Yeah.
Joe's going last.
So real quick, I don't mind the swirl getting some time because especially Blake Christensen, that man has been putting in work for like this last 6 months, especially on Collision. He's been taking his bumps. I feel like this is just Tony Khan's way of saying thank you.
Yeah.
Go out there, have a little bit of an offense. Obviously, they're going to lose because Gates of Agony, I feel like they will be challenging for the tag titles here soon. At least they should be. I lost track. Oh, yeah, the street fight. I look forward to it because you're going to have people like Bobby Lashley going around Daly's place. They're going to be able to do some inventive things. Someone's getting thrown off a balcony somewhere. And I can't wait to see it.
Yep. 100%. Rich.
I don't like the match lasted this long. It should have been a squish match. These guys are the people that can keep Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin intact with their power, and they're getting beat up by scrawny Lee Johnson and scrawny Blake Christian. To go back to talking about getting the time as a thank you or whatever else, like Ty Mello is probably going to be in the women's tag tournament. So that's why her spot on TV is important. That's why she needed time. She has to look like a credible person in this tag tournament. The Swirl are ROH talent who don't mean anything. That's why they should not have got time on this match. It's not equivalent and it doesn't make sense. I don't like it. I did 1,000,000% when MVP started talking think that he was about to introduce a new member of the Hurt Syndicate for a new 6-man match. Now, I was pleasantly surprised when he's like, I don't want to wrestle, I want to fight. And he's like, I don't want to put on wrestling boots, I just want to beat people up. And so that I thought was a good save for that, but I do think that it will not be long before we get that 4th member of the Hurt Syndicate. I'll give the match a halos up.
Okay. So we got Renee. She's in the back with Statlander. She accepts the Wrestle Dream match. Harley comes in. Harley. Anybody want to add anything?
Harley Cameron. She's all over the place.
God's gift of wrestling.
All over the place. She's hiding the puppet. Like I didn't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I laughed my ass off. And then she's like, stop.
Anybody want to add? Bada bing. All right, let's go on. We got Alicia Attack with Callis, Okada, and Takeshita. They're going after the tag title matches, unbeknownst to Takeshita and Okada, who are pleasantly surprised that they are now the other odd couple to go after the tag belts.
I love Takeshita's reaction to this. He's like, wait, me and Okada? What?
Yeah.
It was great. I love he just has his look. His expressions are so on point. It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to our final match, main event, Darby and Statlander. Wheeler and Shafir in a Texas Tornado match. Tax on bare feet hurt. Tax anywhere hurt, okay? Plain and simple. If you ever
Did she wrestle in bare feet all this whole time, or did someone?
Yeah.
Yeah, she
She
always
always wrestles in
Yeah,
bare
she
feet.
always has.
I was like, when did her boots get ripped off? And then she doesn't wear boots. Okay.
end of the match, Storm comes out, confronts Statlander. They start fighting. Then we proceed to watch Wheeler Yuta get whipped by Darby Allin. And then I don't know. I occasionally, when I take several vitamins, I will start going through the depths of the internet, and I like looking up mugshots of stalkers. I don't know why. I've never stalked anybody in my entire life, but I know what I like when I'm on vitamins, and that's one of them. The other one is bread videos, how to make bread. But
No.
Power walking sidewalks.
Hawk Pac looks like a stalker with this bulky shirt, these bulky pants, this ridiculous little boy haircut.
Dude.
He literally looks like someone who mails his ex's boxes with letters that say, "This looks like it would fit your head. I got electrocuted again while watching the movie Seven."
This
Good
Pac,
movie.
this Pac is significantly worse than the Pac who's always in ring gear.
Yeah, I like it. Canada Dry, main event. You go first.
I really loved this match. I was gonna go out and say this is probably the best mixed tag match ever, but that might be a little bit of a stretch. But it is the best mixed tag in the history of AEW, for sure. I really enjoyed this, the hardcoreness of it, the attacks, everything. They didn't need blood, but they could have. I thought this was really good. I liked the Death Riders afterwards, and the confrontation with Tony Storm and Statlander. This gets a big halos up for me. I really enjoyed it.
All right, Lord Ryan Rich.
Yeah, the match was fun. I enjoyed it. You know, everyone loves a good brawl between four people, and I tell you what, when Darby set up that chair and then he did the torpedo outside and gets his back, you could see that it caused him to bleed.
Yeah.
You saw that little piece of plastic come off the chair.
That was such a bump. I love that. I thought it was cool. The suplex that Statlander did on Shafir through the timekeeper's table, I thought was really cool. I'm just kind of getting tired of this type of ending for a show when it comes to the Death Riders. And Moxley's like, I like Moxley at the end of this match. He's smiling, looking at Darby while he's getting choked out. He's like, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know what I'm going to do. But for the first time in your life, I'm going to make you say I quit. And so, like, I like that because Moxley's like, I don't know what the heck I can do to you. But in my twisted mind, I'm going to find something. Like, that was the best part of that whole post-match scrum, in my opinion, was just Moxley looking at him with like this almost, because I can't knock you out because then you can't.
We don't way to pre-record it. I hope not. That was corny. I don't want to relive that.
All right, Joe. What are your thoughts on the main event?
I enjoyed this match. Like, it was. I always love when AEW says we're doing Texas Tornado match or we're doing something, because they actually live up to the stipulation. Like, the match didn't start in the ring. You have Marina and Yuta making the entrance, and out of nowhere, you just see Darby fly in like a missile, and then you see Stat come in. Like,
Stat through him.
Probably. I wouldn't lie.
Oh, yeah, he hit him up on the
Yeah, like how Colossus throws Wolverine.
Yeah. It was just... And... bare feet on attacks, no thanks. You're not used to taking that damage. That's amazing. I like the ending. Marina choking out Yuta. He just continues to be the whipping boy of that group. It was great.
Yep.
And then afterwards, if you're a betting man, you better bet on Darby to win. Mox always tells you in his promos the endings of his matches. He literally just said, "I can't beat you. I don't know what I'm going to do to make you say I quit," which means Darby's not going to say I quit at Wrestle Dream.
Well, yeah, and he's due.
Yeah, that's true. So, all right, AEW goes off the air, but AFW stays on. We're going into one of my favorite places in the world. It's all cozy.
Welcome to the Flower Shop, brought to you by ProWrestlingTees.com/Adrian Adonis, where you can pick up all your Adrian Adonis gear, just like this shirt you're looking at right now.
All right. favorite match, favorite segment, favorite personality, number of bells, and someone you think Brian Cage should fight.
No. Someone you think
Oh,
should
someone.
come on the All Effing Wrestling show around Brian Cage's
Yeah,
counter.
that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
That's what I
Vitamins.
said. God. Kendra, you go first.
All right, my match of the night is Statlander Darby versus Yuta and Shafir. I loved it. My favorite segment of the night is the Young Bucks losing all their money. Perfect. The broke Bucks are here. And my favorite personality of this episode is Harley Cameron. She's the one that put the smile on my face with both segments, with a little puppet. And Statlander! And I'm giving this show, I'm giving it a 4.25. I thought it was really good. And someone that I think would be great on the All Effing Wrestling show is Nigel McGuinness.
Oh, yeah, that would be
I'd
good.
love to book Nigel McGuinness. I'd love to hear about his Ring of Honor and all that stuff, and his comeback, all that kind of stuff.
Hell yeah. All right. I don't know, Ryan Rich.
My favorite match of the night is Kyle Fletcher versus Orange Cassidy.
Yeah.
My segment of the night is one specific part of the main event, and it's when Statlander and Tony Storm stared each other down, then smiled at each other, and then proceeded to kick the crap out of each other.
Just
That
that
was
little
awesome.
moment.
Yeah, just that moment. Personality, definitely Harley Cameron. Definitely Harley Cameron. My rating for the show, it was a good show. I enjoyed it, but this is your 6th anniversary. I would have expected maybe a wee bit more since you had the extra time. So I'm going to give this a 3.9. And a wrestler that I would love to see us interview here on the AFW network would be Daniel Garcia, because I would love to hear his story of the car wreck and how he came back to get to where he is today. I think that would be an amazing, inspiring story that all of us would enjoy.
All right. EVP Joe.
All right. Match of the night, Kyle Fletcher and Orange Cassidy. Loved it. My segment of the night, there's a lot of good segments, but I'm cheating, and I'm going to give it to the montage of the 6-year overview of AEW. It brought back so many nostalgic memories of things that I have loved that remind me why I love AEW so much.
Yeah.
My personality of the night is Samoa Joe. Between the post-match scrum and his interview later on in the night, like, God, he's just so great. Like, he gives me chills. Like, I get excited to hear him talk. What match was a match rating now? Yeah, there's so many now I can't keep track. I'm giving this a 4. I thought this was a great show. I had fun. And then my person that I want the AFW network to interview, ironically, is a Don Callis family member, and that is Lance Archer. I would love to hear his stories about New Japan.
Yeah.
I think he could have some great.
I did reach out to him at one point.
Maybe you put in a whisper to Brian Cage, be like, "Hey, tell him we did a good job. Come talk to us."
Yeah, put in good work for us.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll have to put out the charm, JFB.
I plan on it. All right.
Now, I just want to say before JFB goes, is that the personality of the night is staying, because I think it adds a little bit of flavor.
Okay. All right. So match of the night, Orange Cassidy and Kyle Fletcher. Segment of the night, everything pertaining to Hangman Page and Samoa Joe. Everything. It was top. I will buy the pay-per-view just to watch Samoa Joe and Hangman Page beat the ever-living shit out of each other. You have my $39.99 HBO Max. Thank you and good night. My favorite personality, man, I like Matt Jackson. No, Nick. Which
You
is
can pick
one with
both
the
if you want.
gambling
You can have them
problem.
both if you
Nick
want.
is the short. No, Matt is the shorter one. Nick is the taller one.
All right.
Well, you get a
I like-
2-for-1 special.
Yeah,
on
I like
those.
Nick. He's got a gambling problem. It's gonna just add to the misery. I can't wait to see it. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 3.75. The Tony Storm match didn't need to happen. The other match should have been a squish match. That kind of ruined it for me. It wasn't logical. So 3.75.
Okay,
So
I'm channeling. Let me tell me if I'm right.
Yeah.
The guy you'd love to bring on the All Effing Wrestling Show, the AFW Network,
Yeah.
is Brody King.
It is. He's my
Tell us why.
I want him to be my new best friend. He's big and huge and cuddly, and I just want to hang out with him and listen to death metal music and
Eat
you know,
Oreos.
yeah,
And
eat
also, I
Oreos and
imagine
watch.
he's got to have some great stories from his time on the Independent.
Oh yeah. The other person I would want to bring on would be Eddie Kingston, and the big reason why is because I want him to talk about
Because you
mental
hate
health.
me. That's why. No.
Yeah, I want him to talk about mental health. I want him, I want to talk about the highs and lows. Like,
Yep.
like I want to know those stories because I guarantee you he's got a lot of great road stories.
Joe, what's our overall score here?
Yeah,
3.975.
That's still pretty damn good.
pretty damn good. All right. Down below are a whole bunch of links. Social media, DraftKings, where if you go ahead and spend $5 and lose, they'll send you another $150 to go ahead and gamble with. College football, baseball, basketball. Hockey starts next Wednesday, which is why you don't have Dynamite on Wednesday night.
The Flames lost to the Canucks in exhibition tonight, 8-1.
There you go.
To the Canucks.
All right.
Save some of them goals for the regular season.
Well,
And of course,
I just love to stick it to Shane every time.
and we have to thank one of our sponsors. We wouldn't have the show if it wasn't for.
We'll have to stick that at the beginning.
Yeah. Down below is the link for SWA Sabres. Buy one, get two free anniversary edition that they're doing right now. Oh my God! If you want a T-shirt, and I know that you do, wear the All Effing Wrestling Show. Any other shirt you want to get, ProWrestlingTees.com/effing wrestling, where you can get all of your effing wrestling gear. On behalf of Canada Dry, Lord Ryan Rich, and EVP Joe, I am the professor of the dark custodial arts. I am the almighty JFB.
Teach us how to use a mop, JFB. Sometimes in life, things are running smoothly, but sometimes they're not. Sometimes you're down and you're out. And it's okay that you're there. It's not okay that you stay there. You gotta fight. You gotta reach out to your friends, your family, your community, a medical professional. Reach out to us. We'll stick a rocket on your back. We'll put one foot in front of the other. Raise your fist in the air. Put the devil in a sharpshooter and just keep fighting.
T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Ignition. Liftoff. 30 minutes after